Well, hello there, friends. How the heck are you? It's Thursday. Here we are again. It feels like we were just here like yesterday. Feels like. Could be one of those. Could be one of those, friends. Our girl Lori had something that came up at the last minute, so I am riding solo. So everyone behave. I'll take all the help I can get. So we can do it. We can do hard things, right? Just in case we haven't met yet, my name is Chris Acton with Acting Creative, and this is Live at the Loom. Every Thursday, we gather here online to talk about life and weaving and life and whatever else comes up. It is just a fabulous kind of virtual coffee clutch right here, or in my case, tea. It's always tea, friends. So let me say some hellos to everyone this morning. I see that Gillian and Deb and Carrie were here early. They were ready. They're like, let's go. Crazy weather. Hello, Gemma. Yes, Carrie. She said, I'm liking the image of this week's Live at the Loom screen. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a little rep weave. Do you know what? I actually grabbed it because I saw your comment earlier. I was like, okay, we'll discuss. We'll discuss the rep weave. I like that comment. That's good. Deb says it's 45 degrees in Vermont. We are freezing. Yes. Okay, so I happened to run the first few minutes of last week's Live at the Loom, and I'm in like short sleeves. I'm like, it's 70 degrees, friends. It's like high 50s. It's been raining the last two days. This is how Mother Nature keeps you humble. You're like, okay, it was perfect weather. Now it's not. So don't get cocky. That's what that is. That's what that's. Just because you think it's now perfect summer weather. Not yet. Hello, Donna Cunningham. Did I mention Gemma's here? Gemma's here. Hello, Jason. Jason's here. Jennifer Fowler is on. Hello. Hello, Mary Howard. She commented on the pattern too. All right, excellent. Let's see. Oh, Sky is here. Aw, hi, Sky. I hope you get the captions to work, my friend. Here, I'm gonna put that up right there. Yeah, it's too hard. I believe it. I have no idea how to lip read, so I hope the captions work for you today, darling. You keep us posted. We hope you can hang with us. That would be awesome. Hello, Priscilla McCrary, recent graduate Priscilla McCrary. Let's see, Sue Ann is here. Let's see who else has joined us. Ernie is here. Where the heck are you, Ernie? Where's your location today? Hello, Liz. Emily's here. Woo-hoo. Oh, Ellen is on. Look, all the beautiful faces. I know I can't literally see you, but I'm imagining each of your faces, even though I haven't met some of you yet. Isn't that funny? It's such a funny thing that you all know exactly what I look like. And some of you, if my life depended on it, I couldn't pick you out. We'll all get together one day. We'll remedy that. But for now, I imagine you each have sweet, beautiful faces and you're kick-ass weavers. That's what it is. Hello, Tamison. Peggy Skinner is here from Minnesota. Hello. Oh, good. Jason, thank you so much. Jason was part of our Planning a Weaving Project class. We did the numbers on Tuesday, and tonight we're doing the design stuff. So, Jason, that is fabulous. Thank you for queuing that up because I am going to put our little right there. I'm going to put, if you want to join us tonight, there's still room. Come on over. It's a tiny URL, Plan to Weave. That's we're going to do the design class tonight. It was, and I knew it would be. The Tuesday class was a lot of numbers because it's all the technical stuff. And, it's a lot of numbers. So it's a little on the dry and dusty side. But we made it work. We went through some samples and hopefully it made sense to everybody. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Uh-oh. Okay, so friends, let's see if we can help our friend Sky out. She said she needs some live captions for Windows 11. Anyone? Recommendations for her? Gemma said you can do, what is this, darling? You can do CC right in your YouTube, not dependent on the operating system. Oh, closed captions. Is that what that is? I get it. Closed captions. Excellent. Deb says, hers says captions unavailable. Oh, man. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Alex Madison. Like, follow, subscribe. Da, da, da. That thing I always forget to say. Thank you. Thank you, darling. Okay. Yeah, right. Wouldn't that be great, Keelan? Let's work on that. Let's work on we'll all gather in one place and get to hang out and hug each other. You should know. I know you won't be surprised. I'm a big hugger. I'm big. Yeah. I'm like it or not, I'm coming in. You would have to tell me ahead of time. You'd be like, Chris, no, I don't need a hug. Okay. Oh, Ruth is here and Linka. Ooh, nice. Ernie is at home in Flagstaff. Okay, that's acceptable. That's all right. Mm-hmm. I like this, Alexon. She's in New Orleans. Can't text or talk or I'll spray beignet sugar powder everywhere. Okay, let's all take a moment and imagine we're there with Alex enjoying a beignet in New Orleans. That sounds pretty darn perfect. I love a beignet. A little. Are you at Cafe du Monde or are you somewhere else? Mm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah. Let's. Yeah. Yeah. Emily says, perfect gardening weather. Ooh, don't tease a girl. Deciding on beets. Emily, I'm currently growing 3 different kinds. Do I have 3 different kinds of beets? Mm-hmm. Yes. Yum. Yum. We love all of that. Okay, Sky, keep us posted. I hope that something can help that. Do I have to enable that, Sky? Is that how that works? To enable it. I don't know. Let me, okay, if you have just a moment, hold please. Let me see if I can push a settings button and not lose everyone while we're doing this. General. How's that? Nope, that did nothing. Okay. Layout, recording, audio, camera. Okay. All right, Sky. I am going to work on it for next time. I'll see what I can do. Okay. I apologize, darling. If that's a me thing, I will work on that. I didn't realize I had to turn something on. Okay. I apologize. I'll work on it. Yes. Okay. So I don't have my mug warmer over here, so I'm just gonna have to slurp down some tea really quick today. That's gonna be the plan. Okay, friends, how are you? How was your week? What has been happening with you? I have to say right out of the gates that thank goodness for Live at the Loom. I haven't woven a stitch this entire week except for the last half hour. I was like, oh, hey, I haven't done anything. So I sat down and I wove and it was lovely. And it makes me so happy when I am weaving consistently. So it got me thinking, here, I have a question for you. I love that you guys are all working on helping Sky. That's so sweet. Okay, here's the question, friends. Answer this for me. When I'm weaving consistently, I am fill in the blank. It can be anything. There's no wrong answer here. But it just got me to thinking this week I've not touched a loom. I have not thought about a project at all. I've been busy. Well, I've been thinking a lot about weaving because there's been a lot of prep for the planning classes. But let me know in the comments. How would you answer this? For me, I am much less stressed if I'm weaving consistently. And the irony is that, of course, when I feel like I don't have time, I don't sit down and weave, which is exactly when I need to sit down and weave. So give me your 2 cents. What do you think? How would you answer this? Aw, Carrie says she's in heaven. Ellen says she is far more calm. Yeah. Liz says, more accurate. Ooh, good answer. Mary says, I'm so happy. All in caps. That's awesome. I love it. Did I see Ruth popped in? Hello, Ruth. She's doing some cooking stuff. Priscilla says, when I weave consistently, I am also a lot less stressed. Yes. It is such a, it's so kind of ironic that, that when I'm weaving consistently, so I'm so much better. Ruth says, when I'm weaving consistently, my kids get louder. Okay, well, that's fair. Ooh, Sam says she's in the zone when she's weaving consistently. Ernie says, I almost got up the courage to thread my disaster warp, but life happened. I understand life. Oh, Ghislaine says she's living the dream when she's weaving consistently. Sue-Ann, when I'm weaving consistently, I am more centered in other areas of my life. Amen. Amen, Sue-Ann. Yes, I am more centered in other areas. I am better all around, not just at the loom. Like not just creatively. Like I'm a better friend. I am happier. I am all those things. Yeah. Emily says she's following a good series. Okay. When you're weaving consistently, I like it. Gemma says she's less stressed. Ooh, Jennifer Fowler says she's enjoying a peaceful place. Ah, I like that. That's very zen. That's awesome. Okay. Sky is we're gonna try it again next week. Sky, I'm gonna look that up for you and make sure I've got things in order. But she said she did order a pile of warp yarn, hopefully to get her Astrid set up soon. Have a great week, honey. We'll try it again next week, I promise. Okay. Let's see. Teresa says when she's weaving consistently, she's in her quiet place. I like that. Jennifer says, oh, she's following a good series or an audiobook. Oh, I got you, Jennifer. That's perfect. Yes. Okay. Excellent. Wonderful. I was just curious. I wanted to kind of get your 2 cents. You had some great answers here for what happens when you're weaving consistently. And boy, talk about lots of good evidence for us to be weaving consistently. Even, and I'll take us down. What, for you, what does that mean weaving consistently? For me, if I can put in 20 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, just something. It's not even about the length of time I can sit there. It's just the practice of sitting down and throwing a shuttle, or working towards, dressing a loom or whatever that is. So let me know, what does that mean for you, weaving consistently? Does that mean, do you feel like you need to put in an hour? Are you like 10 minutes? Great. What does that mean for you? I'm just curious. I love your answers. It's wonderful. I feel bad. We have to figure out the closed captions for Sky so she can stay with us. We'll work on that. I think part of the challenge may be that I am broadcasting to both YouTube and Facebook on a platform called StreamYard, and I may need to go into YouTube specific. We'll see. Oh, Marcia says, am I addicted because I watch weaving videos while I'm weaving? Nope. And if you are, we're all in the same boat, Marcia. Yes. I like that. Jennifer says getting a project done. Okay, that's weaving consistently. Okay, good. Excellent. Oh, interesting. Carrie says I found that I can't listen to music while weaving. My beat is controlled or not by the music. Woo, Carrie, that's really interesting comment. Because I'm a music person too, for sure. So if the beat is fast, does that mean you weave tighter or quicker? Is that what happens? I like that. That's a good comment. Yeah. Ernie, you're not alone. I've never managed to weave consistently. Ernie, I talk a really good game, and there are times that I go a long stretch. And I'm like, yep, every day, gotta check it off, weave a little bit today, and then that's hard to do. However, you, my friend, because you're on the road, that makes it even doubly hard. So even if you were able to take some kind of project with you, that would be tricky. Your schedule is different all the time. I understand. Ruth says I try to get an hour weaving in every day. Amazing. It's usually broken up in 5-minute increments between homeschool lessons, cleaning, and cooking. That is fair enough. But that's what a great goal, though, Ruth. That's wonderful. Sue Ann, for me, unfortunately, enough weaving time means not enough time spent on other things I really need to get done. But weaving time usually wins. Isn't that interesting? Okay, such an interesting comment, Sue Ann. Because what I find is that there are times when I think, oh, I really need to stop and do XYZ. And then when I sit down and weave instead, then XYZ seems easier or it goes faster or something. So that's such an interesting kind of, that I think if you can prioritize weaving, I think other things seem easier, which sounds a little counterintuitive, I understand. But oh, I love this. Gillian, I try to weave a bit every day, no matter how long. Aw, that's fantastic. Deb, I do a couple hours in the morning and after lunch. Wow, I'm a slow table loomer. Okay, my husband cooks, so I don't worry about that. Oh, perfect. You know what's so interesting is that people talk about being a slow weaver. It's not like any of us are going to crank out a yard in 10 minutes. None of us are going too fast. But I love your commitment, Deb. That's amazing. That's really, I think that if you can kind of keep that consistently, if that's something you can maintain, that's incredible. Carrie says, fast beat or not throwing the shoulder properly because of chair dancing. Oh, yes. I know this chair dancing you speak of. When you're just all jiggly and having a good time and you feel the rhythm. I hear you, Carrie. Uh-huh. Yep. Mary Howard says it means even studying a weaving pattern or something else is equivalent. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yes. I like it. Carrie, I had to set a schedule for myself that limited to 3 hours at a time per project and craft. I've got a mindset change now. Okay. All right. Carrie. Carrie would, we'd never see Carrie if we let her just run and just, yeah, do all the things, which is amazing. I love that you're so creative and have so many interests. That's incredible. Okay. Priscilla says, wait, here we go. Wait, maybe I push the thing again. I try to weave every night after the boys are in bed. I haven't woven in close to a month with the end of school. Sure. And it was like a breath of fresh air to sit back down to loom again. Oh, sweet. Yes. You know what? There's seasons, aren't there? There are times. And Priscilla, will summer be easier or harder for you? Because you'll have boys all the time. So, yes. Gemma says, I did weaving stuff today, though it wasn't actually on the loom. I was counting the pickup pattern for the names. Okay. All right. Excellent. Okay, friends. So, speaking of weaving and all that good things, tell me about your projects. What is happening on your loom? What are you consistently working on? I would like to say I'm consistently working on something. Next week, friends, when we talk on Thursday, I'm going to report that I wove at least a little something or worked on something every day. That's my goal. You'll hold me to that, right? Priscilla says over the summer, baby will still be in daycare. We don't want to lose his spot. Sure. And the bigger one would just as soon be left alone while doing a thing. Oh, kids. Mm-hmm. I understand that. Yeah. Yeah. What is this? Carrie says, nobody sees you without making an appointment. I don't like you to be distracted from craft. You're my hero, Carrie. That is, I just want to be you when I grow up. That's amazing. Ruth is finishing a 40-yard warp of overshot baby blankets for my first market next month. Ruth, is it next month? That's awesome. Wait, 40 yards. So one baby blanket, is that a couple yards? A yard and a half? How big is a baby blanket for you, darling? How many baby blankets do you hope to make from 40 yards? 40 yards is a lot. Do you have a warping mill? How do you get 40 yards? How do you even wind 40 yards on a loom? We have questions. I have questions. Okay. Oh, let's see. Ellen says, just finished a length of fabric to turn into a Mobius shawl. Okay, cool. 2 ponchos. Shawl and 2 ponchos. Thinking of my next project. I love that. Yeah, I know. Sue Ann was also like 40 yards. That's amazing. Carrie says, I'm rethreading the table loom for cushions 5 and 6. My padded cushion project. That's fantastic. It's like the famous padded cushion project. Dun da da da. Yeah. Sue Ann says for me, 8 yards is long. I get bored. I must have the attention span of a gnat. You're not alone. You're not alone, my friend. Nope. Nope. Linka says, I have a baby blanket I need to finish tying on. Then I have to thread and slay, and I have a time crunch since the dang kid came early. Dang those kids. What are they thinking? Don't they know they have to wait until we're ready? They don't know that at all. Yes. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Liz says, still weaving my inaugural warp monk's belt towels. How fun. Monk's belt is fun, folks. If you haven't tried that, put that on your list. Mm-hmm. Priscilla says, I'm finishing up a hand-dyed woven wrap to turn into a ring sling. Okay, darling, what's a ring sling? Is this a baby wearing? Is that related to that or no? Not at all. We need more information, please. More information. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, Geelan, you guys are doing great projects. I'm finishing another warp of hearts, but I have suggestions about yarn that is bamboo and silk that I bought on Temu. It's very soft, so it might actually be. Oh. Okay. All right. Keep us posted, Geelan. We're curious. I mean, it sounds lovely. That sounds bamboo and silk. That sounds awesome. No worries, Mary Howard. There's no weaving police, darling. You finish that when you finish it. That's no problem. Here is my one thing I'll caution, darling, is that I don't want you to get stalled though. If you get stuck and then you're not doing any weaving because the weave long's still on there, I give you permission, cut that sucker off. If you get really stuck, Or change what you want to do, like completely change the weft, do something else on there with the warp that's there. You don't have to finish it. No. Mm-mm. I know. Mary Howard's like, I'm getting itchy just thinking about it. You don't have to finish it. If you're stuck and not weaving at all, I'd rather be weaving something than waiting. How's that? How's that for a note from the teacher? Okay, Ruth says, I finished my baby blankets at 53 inches, including a hem. So that's yard and a half ish. I can get about 25, 26 blankets off of a 40-yard warp. I have a sectional beam. It's a game changer. Ruth, that's incredible. 25, 26 blankets? That's amazing. And Ruth, do you change the weft with each one? What do you do to keep it interesting? That's to Sue Ann's point. That's a lot. That's a lot of the same threading, same yarns. Jennifer says, I'm still petting the loom. Maybe I get through this week. Caught up on chores finally. I understand. You of the incredible gardening. That's a lot of chores, I'm sure. Sue Ann. Wait. Where'd she go? Here's where I need Lori. she has stuff to do today, but here's where I need her. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Gemma's doing baby blankets too, she said. Marcia says 3 summer weight shawls, lots of lino. Oh, lino's fun. Lino you make intentional gaps in the fabric. That's cool, Marcia. I like that. That is awesome. Did I read this one already? I apologize. Sue Ann says weaving a short one of 3 towels as samples for a design I'm trying out. That's a great idea. Towels make great samples. Mm-hmm. Carrie says I'm doing a 1,000-piece puzzle, some bobbin lace, and crochet mat for under my loom at the same time. You're a good multitasker, Carrie. That is for sure. I'm not so much. That's why I need people. That's why I need Lori to help me. That's for sure. Okay. Oh, Mary Howard. She said I've already introduced 2 warps to the trash can. I have no problems just moving on. Okay. If you need help, you know how to find me. Please reach out. I'll, you know me. I'll dive in. I'll come help you. No worries. Okay, so this is what Ruth is saying. She's going to do 25, 26-ish baby blankets from one warp. She has lots of different wefts. Okay, let my heart speak for what color motivates me. It is play. Oh, sweet. Ruth, that's wonderful. Okay, here's the next question. How long approximately will it take you to do 25 to 26 baby blankets? Does that take a month? That sounds fast. Does it take 3 months? What do you think there? That'd be like a year-long project for me. You guys would be so sick of seeing the same. You'd be like, Chris, something else. Weave faster or do something, because yeah, that would be. Sam is just ending Cats 2.0. Next project will be trying to work with 100% beaded silk. Okay, Sam. So the silk has beads built into it. Is that what you mean? Ooh, that sounds fancy. I like that. Mary's still settling in. Mary moved not too long ago too, so she's got stuff. Okay, friends. Boy, I'm not placing the clock, so I'm like, what time is it? What are we doing? How are we going? Okay, friends, let's talk about weaving a little bit. Okay, because I had a few of you mention the thumbnail for today's live at the loom. I thought I would share it. Here it is. This is now. Here's what's fun about this is that this is rep weave. Do you guys know rep weave? Basically, it's a warp faced weave structure, so that you take these. You see, these are my warp yarns here. You take them and you. My lipstick. You smash them all together, so all you see, just warp yarns. You don't see the weft at all. The weft is there to provide the texture, kind of the overall. You get these great ridges in the fabric. Here's what's so fun, though. Are you ready? Are you ready to see the back? Here's one side. There's the other side. Isn't that fun? Yup. We've got. I think you see so much more of this kind of. The burgundy and it's basically a pink. Go figure. It's basically a pink on this side, and this side you see more of the teal. Look at that, more of the teal. And I did this kind of crazy. I'll get closer. So I did kind of four versions of gray, kind of a really light gray, a little darker, and then 2 darker grays right there. But I just think that from side to side is so fun. It sits on our little kind of side table by the chair, and on occasion I just flip it over and it looks completely different. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yes. So maybe we'll do something with rep weave because I've been missing it. This is one of my favorites. Maybe we'll do some kind of we'll do a project together or a class or something. I don't know. I'll think about that. If you're interested in rep weave, if you haven't tried it before, here's the thing about rep weave, especially rep weave with a 4-shaft loom. If you have an 8-shaft, you have a lot more options. But with a 4-shaft, you basically have 2 choices. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. But basically, you have the option if you put you use 2 wefts for it. You use one weft that's really chunky. Look at this, dude. This is my weft right here. Like, oh, get out of the way. There we go. This is my weft. Like, I don't know, it's probably 7, 8 yarns all put together to make the ridge. And the next one is really, really, really tiny. So I think I used like a sewing thread. So that's how you get the overall texture, the ridges there. But you only have 2 choices. You have either one is up, like, do you see like this row here? Either this one's up or this one's up. That's it. So then you kind of play with the how do you switch back and forth between the 2. So yeah, it's fun though, right? Yeah, I like some rep weave. The challenge for me with rep weave is because I like to do kind of fancy stuff with all the colors. It's pretty intense with the warping board because there's so many. You're switching colors just all the time, and that can be a little on the challenging side, but very, very fun. And when it goes through the washer and dryer, then this is all cotton, so it softens it up. It's not as stiff. I mean, it's still, you're never going to wear this as a scarf, but it's just a fun, yeah, just a fun, it's a fun pattern. I highly recommend if you haven't tried. Yeah, Liz says she hasn't tried rep weave yet, so count her in. It's fun. The joy of rep weave is just plain weave. It is just plain weave, but it's all about mashing those warp yarns all together really tightly, and then just switching off the texture between the 2 wefts. One weft is the really chunky one, and one is really, really tiny. So you just play with those. I like this comment from Jason. I just need someone to create my warp side weave more. Right? Wouldn't that be that'd be true, I think, for a lot of us if someone just someone just came in, set up your looms, dressed them, and said, "Here, Jason, here's your rep weave project ready to go." Okay, Sue Ann says, "I like rep. Wow, I like rep weave so much, but on my baby wolf, I find I have to physically mash down the shafts to clear the shed each time I throw a pick." Oh, interesting. Warp threads are so close together they catch, I guess. Oh, I'm surprised on a baby wolf. Now I don't have a baby wolf. I have a standard, the older style shacked. And I would think I get pretty good shed space, so I don't have too much trouble with that. That's interesting, Sue Ann. I wonder if you spread them out just a touch farther apart from each other, if that would help with that or not. If that then you miss the look of it. I don't know. Good comment though. Thank you. Jody's like thumbs up for rep weave. Carol is on board with the idea of someone setting up all the looms. I've often thought we need wandering warpers. That's fantastic. Like they have the men that roam Osaka during the final dressing of the geisha each night. Yes, that's what we'll do. We'll have traveling, wandering warpers. We'll be like, and the team of wandering warpers is coming to your town. What project would you like on your loom? The challenge is they have to like live at your house for a day or something to get it all set up. And that might be a little creepy to have strangers living in your house. But maybe it's worth it. Maybe you let me know. That's hysterical. Wandering warpers. Yeah, maybe. Imagine the money you could make if you had a service that dressed people's looms. Yeah, maybe. Would people pay? What would you pay for someone to dress your loom? I guess it depends on the project. Depends on the project. If it's a bear of a project, I'd hand over a big old check. Something. Oh, this is okay. So Carol says maybe it's the warped wanderers. That actually has I like that. Yeah, the warped wanderers. Not all who wander are lost, and will come to your house and dress your loom. Yeah. Oh, see, valid question. Sam says, would you charge by the thread or by the hour? I would think you'd have to do by the thread, because if you're really fast, then I don't know. Good question. See, we have serious questions about this hypothetical situation. This hypothetical team of weavers that wanders around. Mm-hmm. Gilin is she's game. I would love to be a wandering warper. I don't mind dressing a loom. I would do it. We'd maybe that could be part of Live at the Loom when we go on the road. I say that like there's a plan. There's no plan, but I keep thinking that'd be fun sometime to have. We'll go on the road with Live at the Loom, and we'll broadcast from different people's houses. And the challenge is it have to be like once a week. I'd have to be gone a long time, friends. And I'm a homebody. I don't know. We'll think about that. Live at the Loom would pretty much have to be like daily for like a week. That would be like the whole trip. Something. I don't know. I like it though. This is yeah. Sue Ann, we'll do it together. I don't mind winding a warp or dressing a loom. Sort of fulfilling. I like it. Sue Ann, and who is it? Liz said she's in. Okay. All right. We'll be wandering warpers or warped wanderers. Okay. Here was the suggestion for Sue Ann for the problem with them not separating for rep weave. Try spreading the quantities over multiple shafts. Example, threading for shaft 1 could be shared over. Oh, just spreading it out. Oh, just the way you thread it. Is that just the, okay, all right. We'll chew on that one. I like that idea. Carol says I wouldn't be lost. I'd be stuck on the floor. There I am right there on the floor. I like it. Okay. Lincoln says, I think there's a market for this. Remember there was that question prompt, what's your favorite part of warping a loom? Many people answered when it's over. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. We did have a lot that were like, I don't want to do any of it. I like it when it's done. Mm-hmm. Okay. Carol, like we're really going to set up a base charge, okay, and then off each thread the color change and the pattern. Okay. Oh, so it's like bare bones. Pardon me. So you're like, okay, bare bones. It's like I don't know. Like base charge is $100, and then there's a boat as you add into the complexity. Is that what you're thinking? Alex says, I already signed up as your driver. Nobody can usurp that. No, Alex, you are my driver. I'm promised. That is your role when we do our road trip. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jason says, sounds like a new band. Chris Acton and the Warped Wanderers. Why not? As long as we can have like band tour t-shirts, that's really with the dates on the back, like where I'll be. That sounds awesome. Jason, I'm in. Let's do it. Okay. Carol says there was that video from the 80s I posted on the Facebook page of the old man in the Alps that was a traveling, wandering warper. He lived with people as he worked and moved along. Something. Ernie says, warped wanderers that give me a well-tensioned warp could be worth it. I'd be happy just to have a partner. Okay. Yeah, right. Let's see. There we go. I like it. Mary says, I don't mind threading the dents, but leaning over the loom to thread the heddles is painful since I have my chest cracked for, oh no. Oh, honey. Oh, please do what you need to so that it's not painful. Weaving should never hurt you. That's, no. Nope. Sam says, the acting creative community is up to 578 members. Woohoo! Yay! That's incredible. Thank you for queuing that up, Sam. I'm going to put this right there. Our little Facebook group, Acting Creative Community. Dun, da, da, da. Basically, if you go into Facebook and you are in the group section and you just type in Acting Creative, it's the only one. It's the only one. So that's yeah. Thank you, Sam. I love that. You guys know me so well. Carol says she's so designing a t-shirt. You know what? That would be, yeah, there we go. Emily says, warp speed. Mm-hmm. I love it. There's so many clever little things that we could do with that. Okay, so I am sitting here at my table loom. I figured I'd talk you through what the never-ending project that's over here. And we'll chat for a little bit, just because we can. Because we're weaving together. It's Thursday. I was gonna say it's beautiful outside. It's not attractive outside here. Hopefully it is where you are, but we'll do it. It's weaving theme. We should weave a little bit. Okay. So let me tilt you down so you can see what the heck is happening. I gotta say, I'm doing like a purple right now. It's harder to see. As a matter of fact, let me do this. Let me tilt you in so you can kind of see You can see what is happening here with the purple. Do you see that? I've just started. I did the first few picks of a different version of purple right there. Here's what's so interesting is that this purple is an 8.2 versus these yarns are 8.4, so it's about half the size. Friends, when I switched from an 8.4, I think I had it in this like yellow kind of color like that. When I switched from an 8.4 in the weft to an 8.2 in the weft, my sides automatically shink, like they automatically puckered right up and pulled. They pulled right in, like my draw in instantly was just drastically more, which is fascinating. Physics is a really interesting thing because, you know, I've been weaving for a long time now and I'm pretty consistent when it comes to how I pull from side to side and the pressure and the whole thing. I'm pretty okay there. So so to watch the sides just come right in because of a smaller yarn, it's just one of those things. So I like to, you know, we'll adjust, we'll do what we can, and then we'll roll with it. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Sam. Sam says very interesting pattern. Here is yes, Carol, I am front to back. So is Mary because I taught her. That's yeah. Here is what I'm doing, friends. First of all, if you remember or not, this warp was set up on this loom for a class and I didn't have a student use it, so I have 3 yards, maybe 4 yards, somewhere in there, 3 to 4 yards on the loom that had no plan because I thought a student was going to be working on it, and that didn't work out. So so this is just kind of whatever I got. So I am using it to go through my whatever heddles I have left, which is kind of fun because I have quite a bit. So I am up to this purple. It's boy, it's a purple theme today, right? My shirt has pinks and purples in it. This is the color I'm using, but this is an 8.2, and my warp here is an 8.4. Gemma asked, is that a Swiss twill? Oh, I don't think so, darling, but that sounds very fancy. Carol asked, do I have a temple? I don't have a temple. I have never really worked with a temple. I tend to be more kind of we're gonna let the universe decide kind of. I don't know. I don't worry about the edges too much, especially because of this, because what it's going to be, I'll cut these so that they can be probably little wallets. That's probably what I'll do, so I don't worry too much. But yes, a temple is a way that you could control how much the edges are spreading out. If you guys work with a temple, let me know, and let me know if you have a kind that you like. I think personally, although I'll be honest, I've not tried a temple. I think the constant adjusting of the temple would make me a little bit nuts. That is just, I'm anticipating. I don't know that for sure. I should try it sometime and I'll report back. But Carrie says she couldn't do her padded cushions without a temple. Okay. All right. Ruth says Chris in a band. Obviously a free spirit with no need for a temple. Temple schmemple. I don't need that. I'm just going to let it roll. I don't know. Jennifer says a purple matches my bedroom curtains. Okay, all right. So with all that being said, you get the picture. This is not a precious, specific pattern fabric that I have to do. This is whatever I got. But I also don't want to take forever, which has already taken forever. It's too late for that. It's too late. It's taken forever. So I just made up basically a plain weave with a little hiccup in it to make it a little bit interesting. We'll see. Here's what I got. Here's how it goes, friends. So basically I do 3 picks of plain weave. So this is 1 and 3 right here. This will be 2 and 4. Is it 3? We'll see. I've been doing it by sight, so we'll count together. 2, this is 3, back to 1 and 3. And then I do just 3 and 4. Now, here's how I keep track of that visually, is that I know that when my shuttle is on this side, which is my right side, every other one I'll do just 3 and 4 together. I think I was telling you last time I shared this with you, was a couple weeks ago, is that I think it kind of looks like little bow ties, which I think is kind of fun. All right, so here we go. Back to plain weave. 1. This is 2. Second pick of plain weave. This is 3rd pick of plain weave. Da, 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 da. Okay. I know visually, but also I know because my shuttle's on this side, I'm going to do just shafts 3 and 4, which is kind of fun. Here is the beauty of this kind of pattern, is that I can do a heck of a lot of other things, even though I'm not a good multitasker. I can do a lot. I can do a lot of other things. Carol says the Temple of the Warped Wanderers starting to sound more like a horror film. Yeah, for sure. Sue Ann says a temple is wonderful for certain projects. Once you get in the swing of things, moving it up takes just a few seconds. Okay, good. Selvages are great, and you maintain the original width throughout. I like that. What did Madison? Hi, Madison. Madison says, as a relative beginner, a temple has helped me learn weft tension quite well. Fantastic. Oh, good. Yay. All right. Let's see. Hi, Diana Smith. Carol says, so many temples for those naughtier pattern drafts. Okay, I have wood and metal, narrow and deep teeth. So no big deal. You don't adjust them anymore than you advance your loom warp. Okay, all right. Well, when I come to set up your next project, Carol, you'll show me how to use a temple. How's that? I like it. I like it. Why not? Linka says Rob Zombie would definitely direct the movie The Temple of the Warped Wanderers. Mm-hmm. Oh, nice, Ruth. This horror film is beaming with excitement and warped-minded friends. Oh my gosh, you guys are so stinking clever. You're so clever. Okay, let me do just a few more here, and I'll show you what we got. So, what is that? 2. This is pick number 3, and then this is my little hiccup right here. By the way, I just made this up. I don't know what it's called. Do you ever just make up patterns? I'm sure. I hope you do. That's the most fun. That's the most fun part. Is make up some stuff. You don't know what it's called. You just know what you like it. That's all. I give you permission. Just make up stuff, friends. All right. Pulling tight there. There we go. Okay, last. We'll do this one here. And I don't know if you noticed, but I kind of always coordinate which side. Like if my shuttle's on this side, even if it's plain weave, I make sure I'm using this. That was a trick that I adopted when I was doing all those markets and stuff. So, okay, all right, here we go. Let me show you what we just did. Let's see what we have here. You can see, I think they kind of look like bow ties, right? We just did that much. That was us right there together. And it's interesting because this purple was had a little more red in it versus this little more kind of looks more bluish compared to this guy. But it's very interesting with these colors then how it looks. Look at this with that's one of those combinations that kind of makes your eyes buzz, like that vibrates a little bit, the two colors together. Whoo, this is good. This is a little hard to look at. Just the combination, the tones, I'm sure the values of the colors, but kind of fun. I kind of like this moment. That's really fun with the way the colors are playing with each other. But anyways, it's a fun, easy pattern. Just something to kind of, keep it running while you're, doing other things like participating in Live at the Loom. Like that. Like that stuff. Okay, friends. You guys are so clever. I like it. All right. Let's finish strong, shall we? This week on Handwoven Experience, the topic was, using knitting yarn in your weaving project. Here's my 2 cents, friends. I think that we seem to have this kind of serious delineation between this is the yarn I use for this and this is the yarn I use for this. And I don't think it has to be that way. I think we can kind of gray that out and use it all for all the stuff. I think that's my 2 cents. So I also think that anything we can do to encourage our knitting and crocheting friends to give weaving a try is a good thing, right? The world needs more weavers, and our knitting and crocheting friends are natural candidates to become weavers. So if you see a little more content leaning that way, that's part of the plan. I would like to invite some of our other crafting friends to join us. Yeah. So okay, there's a little sidebar happening here talking about age. Jennifer Fowler, if you were born in 1984, you didn't just turn 59, darling. Yeah. Oh, graduate. Oh, you graduated in 84. Okay. Sorry. See, multitasking, not good. Okay. All right. Stay on target. Okay. Action Creative Community. Let me put this back up. If you would like to join us here in the Facebook group, The Acting Creative community is lovely. You can post your pictures there of your projects. You can ask questions. You can cheer each other on, which I highly encourage. You can offer tips, or it's just a really amazing, warm, welcoming place to be. So come join us. Facebook group, Acting Creative Community. Dun, da, da, da. And do not forget that if you would like to up-level your weaving game, become an Acting Creative Insider. Yes, come join us over at the AC Insiders. It's a wonderful membership. You know, we revamped the entire thing last March, and it's so good. It's so good, friends. We have different tiers, so you can choose which perks are valuable to you. I highly recommend trying out the Online Weavers Guild. It is just a really, really special place, and people are doing awesome things there and making wonderful connections, and it's just delightful. If you need a tribe, we've got you covered. Come on over and join us. All right, what is next on my list here? Oh, if you aren't yet getting the weekly love notes on Wednesdays, I send you a little email. Just say, hi, I'm thinking about you. Here's a story or funny little anecdote about my brain, how it works, which can be terrifying. But it all ties into whatever free content I have for you that week, and I make sure that you can easily get to it, which is part of the fun part, is that you can then just click the link in the email. It takes you right towards that week's episode of a Handwoven Experience. Voila, you can do all the fun things right there. Okay, let me go through the list. Did I do all the things? I think I did all of the things. I saw Carol said, no, don't go. That means I have to mow. That's like a Dr. Seuss moment right there. I like it. Okay. What any last minute thoughts? Yep. Okay. I think wait, what is this, darling? Forgot to ask about the salt in Italy. There is a Gemma salt. Get out! Is it named after you? I'm sure it is. If it's not, it should be. It's a carryover from the Italy trip. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Carrie. If you guys are subscribers, come subscribe with me. Subscribe with me. That sounds funny, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Yes. For my friends that are gonna be in class tonight, 6:00, part 2 of our Planning a Weaving Project class. It's gonna be Diana Smith. Don't go, we just got here. I promise there'll be about 48 minutes of a replay just for you, and you'll be in it at the end. How kind of meta is that, right? Thank you, Ellen. We're gonna finish with Ellen and her wisdom. Go forth and warp and weave. Yes, friends. Next week, I'll be right back here. Same bat time, same bat channel. And with any luck, first of all, here's the first thing. You heard me say it. I am going to make sure that I set aside a little time to weave every day between now and then. That is, you ask me next Thursday, that's going to be a thing. We're going to work on it. But I would love to have the floor loom dressed and ready to weave. That would be fun. That'll be part of the goal, friends. That'll be fun. You remember on the floor loom, it's going to be a linen. We're going to play with linen. We'll see. Hopefully it'll be great. Right? We're going to think positively. You know what your homework is, right? First of all, a little sidebar. If you want to try to do it with me, carve out some time to weave every day this week. That'd be awesome. But you know your ongoing homework. Do something creative just for you, friends. Just for you. Not for anybody else. Just listen to that little voice inside that says, "Throw the shuttle." That's the one. Or do something creative. It doesn't matter what it is. Something creative just for you. All right. I'll meet you right back here next Thursday. Have a wonderful week. If you are celebrating Memorial Day, everyone happy Memorial Day to you. And I will see you next Thursday. Happy weaving.